Now, as a Warriors fan, I have to bring up this topic. Steve Kerr must be stopped. Now, I'm a Warriors fan. See the Steph Curry Warriors thing right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm a hardcore Warriors fan. Been watching the Warriors for a very, very long time. And it's just like Steve Kerr is one of those guys that he's like a robot when it comes down to making rotations. He does not change his rotations for anyone. It's like you cannot convince Steve Kerr to change his rotation. And it's a real thing because it's like, to a certain extent, Steve Kerr allows teams to go on runs. You saw in the game last night, the Warriors played the Mavericks. The Warriors had, I think, a 21-point lead in that fourth quarter. The Mavericks just went on a 26-1 run. A 26-1 run. A 38-8 run. That is horrible. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Why didn't Steve Kerr change the rotations? Why is Steve Kerr playing Damian Lee? Like, you can cut down on the rotation. You can make the rotation smaller. You can make Gary Payton play 25 minutes and take away Damian Lee's minutes. You know you can do that, right? Like, it's not rocket science. This is NBA coaching. You're supposed to be one of the greatest coaches of all time. Why can he not change his rotations? Steve Kerr, I love Steve Kerr. I love his coaching, but we have to understand the obvious. Steve Kerr is a coach for superstar teams. He knows how to coach great teams. He knows how to allow great players to keep going. That's why he doesn't call timeout, because we have a bunch of great players. Let them figure it out because they're great players. But this is not a superstar team. Clay, Draymond, Steph, yeah, you still have those. But generally, they're not all in their prime anymore. Steph will be 34 in less than a month. And I forget when his birthday is, like the 13th or 14th of March. I may be wrong. But like, he's gonna be 34. Clay, Draymond, both 32. They're getting old. They're getting old. We have to understand something. Steve Kerr is playing with time. Time is not a given. He has to stop trying to experiment with this team. There's no just trying to figure out what's happening here and what's happening there. Stop with all these weird sets and weird rotations, and stop with the staying on course. Stop with that. It's annoying. Trying to like prove his loyalty to the team. I guess it maybe it's something, I don't know. I'm not an NBA coach. Maybe it does lift the morale when you say, you know what, guys, no matter what, we're gonna keep the same rotation out there. Maybe it does something. Maybe I can't see it. Maybe I'm too stupid. I'm still a teenager, so I don't know what I'm really even talking about. But generally, just based off what I see, when it comes down to it, under 20 games into the playoffs, we're talking about under 20 games into the playoffs, there's no time to be trying to stick to the same rotations. There's no time to be trying to play Damian Lee when for a month and a half straight, he has proven to us that he is trash. He's garbage. He's horrible. He's terrible. Like, you can't stick to that. He's also killing Curry's minutes. What is with this? Curry plays the first quarter, a little bit of the first quarter, then you take him out at like the 5-minute mark, and then you put him back in for the last minute. What's the point of that? This doesn't make sense to me. Why play Seth for 7 minutes, then take him out and then play him for another minute? Like, in that last minute, he's not gonna do anything. Like, it makes no sense. He's not in the groove. We need to go back to the original 12-6, 12-6. Play the first quarter 12 minutes, second quarter 6 minutes, third quarter 12 minutes, fourth quarter 6 minutes. It's a simple way to do it. Why are we back to the 7 minutes, then take him out for 3 minutes, then play for the last 2 minutes? That's just a mental. You have to be mental to do something like that. It makes no sense. Because at that point, you're taking him out and letting him cool off and then putting him in for 2 more minutes when, per se, Jordan Poole or Gary Payton II is hot. So generally, you cool off Steph to put in somebody. Eventually, that person gets hot, but then you have to cool off one of them. It makes no sense. You either play Steph the full first quarter or you take him out at the 7-minute mark and keep him out. Steph is never going to do anything in 1.5 minutes. That's a retarded thing to do. Like, what is with Steve Kerr in these rotations with Steph Curry? What is Steve Kerr with these trying to keep Steph safe? The guy's still playing 30 minutes. What's 5 minutes gonna do at that point? What's 5 minutes gonna do to the guy? If he's already playing 30 minutes, if you're really trying to save for Steph Curry to the playoffs, rest him. Put him on load management. Because if he's out there playing and you're actually trying to win games, because this is not just the time to be acting like, oh, it's the regular season. Getting the first seed matters for the Warriors. Home court advantage is a thing that actually matters. Like, it's not going to be easy to beat the Suns crowd. That is a hardcore crowd. Remember that. The crowd up in the bro, it is not no easy crowd. So what's with us not trying to get home advantage? It makes no sense. They're acting like these games don't matter when they do. The guy's playing 30 minutes anyway. Play an extra 5. That's what I mean this video, man. I'm not saying Steve Kerr should entirely be fired, but he must be stopped because this guy is being mental. I don't know what he's doing right now. But once again, I'm a teenager, and he is the veteran coach. He played alongside Michael Jordan. But him playing alongside Michael Jordan just goes to show again, he knows how to coach greatness. Can you coach a team that needs a little bit of help? That's Steve Kerr's challenge. Share this video off, man. Twitter, Instagram, link in the description. Still subscribe, it's completely free. Can I change your mind later? Yeah, it's gonna be free, man. See ya. Peace out.